On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carr right away going to look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Carr. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. From the 5-yard line with this opening drive yield 6. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion...
And now off to the races down the right side. Look at the big man rumble. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 78 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. Ritter will throw for it. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw his car. Flush to his right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Ridder on 1st and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Off the play fake, it's Ridder. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action, the Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ridder to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Ridder now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and he'll get it by 20. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1. They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw it here. Ridder. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and one through the air. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Okay, right. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Ridder looking to throw on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Ridder. Out to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Carr's throw complete there to Thomas. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Carr going to throw. This has it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On play action, now Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 44 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Ritter. And that'll be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here we go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
On the double.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Set,
And
ready.
unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hut, hut.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Ready.
Ritter. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Set.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Play action. Now it's Carr. Past the 20. Touchdown, Saints. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if gets that.
Trouble, 38. Ready.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now Carr. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
What now? A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Kamara is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 29. Here's Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or 2? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Got it. Jet.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
52.
Brings up second and goal.
Going play action. Ritter. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ritter taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Boy, so what else could go wrong for him here? It's an illegal touching penalty on the outside.
Yeah, Brandon, that really wasn't a very disciplined play, was it? Because you got to know where you are on the field. You can't get that close to the sideline because if you step out of bounds, you can't be the first to re-enter and touch it. That's an easy call for the officials.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, 43 yards. And the Saints start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now the rookie's free. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Let's go.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 63 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
It's complete, and he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Olave holds it in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Ritter to throw it. That one deep for London. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Ritter now. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Set, cut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't.